Howdy, and welcome to the Texas Bucket List, the show for everything you have to experience right here in the Lone Star State. My name is Shane McAuliffe, and there's nothing like seeing the Lone Star State featured on film. Texas has been the topic of a ton of major movies over the years, but there's one frightening horror flick that still strikes fear to fans despite being over 40 years old. The Texas Chain Saw Massacre. It's one of the most iconic movies ever shot here. And you can experience it for yourself at a little barbecue joint in Bastrop. Along the back roads of 304, just south of Bastrop, you'll find a unique business that might bring back some bad memories. This unassuming former gas station looks like a great stop to stretch your legs, but if you've seen a particular movie from the 70s, you might think twice. Because that scenario is exactly how the Texas Chain Saw Massacre starts.
It's a landmark in horror movie history, you know? It is the original gas station from the original Texas Chain Saw Massacre.
Corey Young is the general manager who promises he's nothing like the folks from the movie that served up sliced members of society. He just works here, and he grew up
Right down the road. I grew up 5 minutes from here.
Really? Born and
Yeah.
raised in Smithville?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
No. Yeah, I don't give off the vibe, really.
Corey did what just about every kid who grows up in a small town does. He moved away, but not for long.
Did cities for a while and then really just kind of got tired of traffic and stuff, so I made my way back out here after about 10 years of moving around.
And now you're back out where you thought it was so boring.
Yeah, it is. It's actually very quiet and peaceful out here. You don't hear sirens, you don't hear gunshots, there's no traffic. People leave you alone. It's amazing.
And when he got back,
My parents and my family, they don't recognize me, but still the same old me. No one believes me, though, whenever I tell people I grew up on a farm, but yet I listen to like death metal and watch a whole bunch of horror movies.
the perfect qualifications to run this restored rest stop that has a relation to Texas horror movie history.
Since I started working back here, it's kind of taken over my life.
Featured on the opening scene of the Texas Chain Saw Massacre, the building was meticulously restored over 2.5 years, bringing it back from the dead. And the devil is in the detail. Corey, this is pretty authentic to the movie, huh?
Oh yeah, man, they took a lot of time and pride and effort into restoring like everything they could as well as they could. I mean, we got the We Slaughter barbecue sign completely recreated. We got the little chair and the wash basket. We got the red, white, and blue for the chairs and for the bench there. Right down to the red pole over there at the end.
All movie specific.
Very movie specific. And as I mentioned earlier, we have the Coke machine and the Indian oil pump that would go right out there. There's a really iconic scene where Sally and her girlfriend are out here, you know, getting a soda and stuff. So it is very picture perfect to screenshots of the movie.
Making sure the front facade is flawless took Corey a few days to figure out.
My first day here, you know, I was putting the stuff out front and I was just kind of throwing it wherever. And my second day here, I had seen the movie, and so like I recognized everything, and I'm putting everything in this exact spot. I got a screenshot of the movie, you know, I'm getting everything aligned perfectly, like completely puts your perspective into a different light.
Well, it's good to see you're passionate about it.
You gotta be, man. I mean, people come here from all over the world, and you know, there's nothing more annoying than like if I go to a different country and I go somewhere that's like something that I love, and the person behind the counter doesn't know what they're talking about. That's like the most disappointing thing in the world. So, and there are diehard fans out there, so you need to know what you're talking about. And I have enough respect for the job to at least give it that.
Now, if you're brave enough to eat barbecue at the restaurant related to retro horror, we're told they've got some of the best barbecue in Bastrop.
A lot of the locals, they'll come in here and they'll completely forget that this is a barbecue place. They'll just walk in and they'll look around and they'll be like, y'all serve barbecue? It's like, nah, the signs are a trap to get you lured in here.
And if you're really brave, you can even spend the night here. Cabins come with a TV and DVD player so you can watch the movie while peering at the green van featured in the film right out your window. Staying the night, is that popular here?
Oh, it's really popular. Our cabins are booked all the time through the whole month of October, obviously. It's just a really neat, different sort of experience.
Are chainsaws not allowed here?
We have a couple here. Using them, different story.
But there are people who ponder if the place will help them pull a practical joke.
We get people all the time that ask me, you know, hey, would you come up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, start a chainsaw, scare the heck out of my kids? And, you know, they're like, I'll pay 50, 60, 70 bucks. I'm like, dude, I live 5 minutes away. I'll totally set an alarm for 50 bucks. But unfortunately, due to our insurance and potential legal reasons, we're not allowed to do that.
So don't expect to get the full experience.
Yeah, I mean, if you hear a chainsaw, run because it isn't us.
When it comes to this scary stop in the middle of Central Texas, the biggest question on the minds of anxious adventurers:
did it really happen? There's a lot of people under the impression just because Hollywood slaps based on a true story onto something that had happened verbatim like the movie. And based on the true story is usually very loosely based, and like it's like 1 5-minute aspect of the movie is what's actually based on it. I mean, base could be anything. So you get a lot of people out here asking if it was real.
So each tell them, yeah, of course.
Exactly. What do you think's in the chili?